yes, overall the matchup can go both ways, but if the Kunkka doesn't have a courier to bring some regen and be able to play around, it can be a lot harder. DNZ.
Yeah, caused some attention here, but managed to make it away.
He saw a courier.
He did. He was like, oh, a courier. Ooh. But won't get it. It gets some damage in onto Fishman though. He's on the way over to that top lane to join Thug. We'll see if DNZ does sort of spend some time around this mid area.
This can be a lane that can get out of control pretty quickly. Like Viper can dominate this lane if the Kunkka makes too many mistakes.
I think he will.
Overall can just farm.
You think? I don't know. I think he's gonna get dumpstered.
I think he's probably gonna get dumpstered.
I think Noob will dumpster. He's gonna get mangoes out. Like, sure, you are tanky and you're right. You got some sort of wave kill, but the Viper's just gonna push the lane that much more efficiently and. Yeah, you're going to struggle. Each time when you try and step up for a Tidebringer, you're taking, once there's sort of at least the 2 points of the poison attack, you're taking half your HP for one hit on the way.
He's got 5 stacks on him. Yeah. He's going to keep hitting him too, under tower.
It's not fun. It's not fun at all.
It's a lot about like that first wave control, I feel like, for the Kunkkas. Like if you get doubled up instantly, it's such a tough lane to deal with. And already Noob, 4-4 last hits.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think adzantick. Just based off of this, he'll have a tough game already. It's gonna snowball because this level 3 Viper's gonna get his level 2 poison attack, and I don't know how this Kunkka actually lanes after that.
And I don't know how this Slark is gonna get in on the fight. Like, it's just sort of all the heroes. These are all heroes that, you know, you jump in as a Slark and suddenly you're in the Nether Toxins, or suddenly you've been caught in the Dream Coil, or suddenly you're having to initiate with your Shadow Dance because you can't wait until you're low because there's a Reaper Scythe. You know, Necrophos, he's going to be watching you. And you can no longer play super sort of, you know, you can't use the Shadow Dance to the max. You're going to have to pop it early in the team fights. Otherwise, you're just gone. It's such a hard game to find to. Like Thugs, he's going to have to play the heavy farming game. Like I don't know what sort of item he is going to build up with, if he wants to go for sort of the Midas, but it just feels like there's no way he's going to be able to turn up to any action until he, you know, in that classic sort of Slark start, has a fair few items online. But of course, if they play to that pace, this Spectre's going to be huge.
Absolutely agree.
It's hard.
I think Bounty is actually a pretty good annoying solution to Slark, which sometimes you're like, I'm under vision, but it's just a Bounty constantly keeping tabs of you and just not letting you reset inside of the fight. So yeah, I have to agree. However, bottom, I think this is the one lane that can go in favor pretty hard for Into the Breach. I think this Elder Titan can do quite a lot of damage versus Spectre, because Puck, I don't think can really help too much, I'll be honest with you, versus these two. So as soon as that level 3 comes online for Malik, he's got level 2 Spirit. I like that Tanner actually gave a lot of XP to him. They should build the pressure, but they have to use it properly. You know, they have to make sure that they can actually use that Spirit, and D-Ward in particular. I don't see any sentries coming out from Tanner. They blocked both camps that I see coming out from level up, which is exactly what you want to do versus ET. Don't let him abuse the Spirit onto extra camps and then just beat the crap out of your carry. Let's see, RDO. It's going to start taking some heavy damage.
Dire's courier has been killed.
We'll see LeBron there, able to snipe at adzantick's courier.
Oh no, poor adzantick.
He did get the bottle out though. It was very close there. Very,
but he
very
does not
close.
get either. He doesn't get like any of the runes. LeBron took a water rune bottom earlier. He also took the bounty rune on the opposing side too, so he's not able to refill that bottle up to continue. Sure, he's got the X back, but Viper's starting to dominate that lane pretty hard. 19-9.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not easy. At least adzantick will be able to catch up a bit, you know, killing some neutrals with the Tidebringer and stuff. But yeah, this Viper's going to be massive. We'll see sort of what item Noob wants to go for first. If he wants to go for some sort of setups and playmaking item, or if he wants to just kind of hit the creeps and just out farm the Kunkka.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more Treads, Dragonlights, BKB now on these Vipers that you feel like you're actually going to be able to just right-click a lot more inside of it. It just, you know, it got buffed so much and people are just transitioning a little bit more. We'll see. He has a lot of options this game. I'm watching Funnick just body top, though. 27-4 to 15-1 Slark, diving under the tower, even aggressively glyphing. Solid lanes, except for the bottom lane right now for level up, as we're seeing RDO continue to struggle.
I think DNZ's presence is very annoying for adzantick because he can't really head back and do anything in the jungle, because if he does, he's going to be sharing the XP with the Bounty Hunter. And
Noob's almost 6 as well. Like adzantick, as soon as this Viper is 6, he's going to die.
Oh yeah.
They just go on him. They're even bringing another hero over. I see LeBron's pinging it. They've got the Bounty Hunter running over. Yeah, Noob's forcing this wave in. They're diving at 6. They want this
I
kill.
mean, he can't step up as adzantick.
If he steps up,
he's
he's
got to get away.
They just need the vision, an orb for vision from LeBron or something to connect that Viper strike.
He can't. He's stepping up. He's stepping up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they're slowly. I mean, can he TP? He can TP.
Now he does.
Oh, but it's too much damage. And that's him out of the lane. And he did try to. He actually. Did he X himself then TP? He was actually expecting to get out and then get back.
I think
Which
so,
was,
yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty bold attempt, because I think if he came back, he would have definitely been dead, even if he had refueled to full HP with the heroes that were surrounding him. So, yeah, even if they didn't stop his TP out there, he would have voluntarily brought himself back and died anyway.
Thing is now,
Oh, no.
we're at that
Dire's
5-minute
middle
rotation that they
tower
did
is
with the two
under
supports. Catapult is alive.
Dire's
Now they're just taking the tower.
structures are fortified.
And Tanner, he's just going to watch. He can't really actually step up to defend this. They actually have to bring over Fishman. But DNZ's already stalking him, already bothering him from being able to spam the wave out. So this tower damage is significant.
Yeah.
And since these supports are now
Dire's
rotated,
middle tower
Funnick
is
is
under
going to continue
attack.
applying that pressure top. And RDO is now going to get some breathing room bottom end, which he does need. That Spectre's still struggling a lot. But yeah, adzantick, his game has...
That's right. And I think you are right. If that first wave, if you're able to get control and... But if you fall behind on the first wave against the Viper, it doesn't matter what you are. You're a melee hero. You're gonna get trashed.
adzantick again. He's just out.
He absolutely is. Viper strikes laid down. They may even be able to get Fishman or Tanner's. Why is he Tanner? He's gonna turn with the shackle. Malik's coming over. Noob. It doesn't seem too bad, but now he will be as the spirit comes back. Yeah, Noob just gets chunked down here by the punches.
LeBron could die too.
And Malik, whoa, oh, jump up to the high ground, will die, but it's twin neutral. So LeBron's out of there. But yeah, I mean, Malik's got to do this. Things have been terrible in the mid lane. Top lane, they've been okay. It's not been amazing. But Malik, as you said, he had a strong lane. He's got a lot of heavy carrying to do this game as the off lane Elder Titan.
I believe in him. I believe in the Elder Titan, just in the mid game maybe. However, he's versus some tough stuff also as that ET, as we do know. Puck, annoying here to play against this has ET. You just get coiled in a lot of these situations and he's dead. thugitoO?
Yeah, I mean, DNZ's just sort of, scouting him out.
This is the worst thing. You're pushed out of lane as a Slark. You're trying to just jungle, and there's just a bounty hunter just stalking you, not letting you reset your HP constantly.
And it's so... It limits one of the best factors, the Slark, right? As a Slark, you want to be being able to sort of de-ward your farm spots. But now you're constantly doubting yourself. You're like, well, was it a ward or was it a bounty hunter? You got to sort of ask, how much time can you waste sort of calling your supports over or getting yourself sentries out to deal with what probably isn't an observer ward half the time. It's just DNZ constantly keeping tabs on it.
adzantick has just hit level 6 at 8 minutes for the mid laner Noob. He's slowed down a little bit from that one death, still only level 7, but yeah, this is going to be a tough return for the side.
A top lane.
Quickly found.
He's gone. And we talk about people having good lanes. Funnicky's the man at the top right now. 4.1k net worth, 8 minutes in, bringing RDO over there with the Haunt. And they'll take down this tower. And they'll get it. No contest here from Into the Breach.
It
is no great.
adzantick, he is able to get a kill here onto LeBron. So able to find something there.
Just like last game, we see Funnick. He's the one to defend the towers. Shows up with his hood, just like an Enchantress kind of. He'll just park himself in front of this one to any type of push. But there's still like full HP towers on all of the side of level up. Well, they've already taken 2 towers, just like the last game. Exact same things kind of coming out from this team.
See if they want to try and get Funnick.
He's got a hood.
I mean, TPs are coming in. They're not killing this man. And now they melee some mirrors themselves. They are able to turn Tanner with the shackles, locking down Noob. Actually able to kill off Noob. Alright, so if they can get everyone out of it, this is going to be amazing. Even if they lose one hero here, this is a brilliant trade. And they won't lose anybody. They get Noob and they get out. As Noob maybe just overestimating his strength there, TPing into the middle of them all. Just a simple shackle from Tanner and Noob's moves put to a stop.
I think Funnick got maybe a little bit too scared, and that just caused the Viper to be completely out of position because of how far the Necro ran. I think Funnick should have taken a little bit more of the brunt of the action. He's got 10-1 charges, a hood, a fairy fire. I think he could have stepped up a little bit more aggressive. But either way, into the breach, they capitalized off a pretty big kill. as killing Vipers is probably one of the bigger things you can do in this game. Allows you quite a lot of time to catch up. It slows down Noob significantly, as we do see. He's gonna go for the Dragonlance, but can slow down a lot. Did LeBron just find triple bounty? He did. Okay, that's why they're all giggling.
Tower is under attack.
DNZ and Funnick back out down bottom. Still doing their best to just hold on to this area of the map.
Don't give up those towers. And then it's Slark with limited space to move around the map. Spectre kind of having a free time as he can just farm the top side, not have to worry about anything bottom ever. And they can't push.
I mean, other than the Shaman Wars, they don't really have a way to hit the towers anyway.
I think man, if the catapult's gonna die, like the push is now, the timing's kind of missed. I feel like maybe they just had to just super over aggressively just throw them down there to try, but maybe they would have just fed them up and they didn't want to actually go for it. They're gonna look for a smoke as LeBron is just sitting in the mid lane gathering his 6. Dream feeling for a 5 position puck as he's now got it. A little bit late, but they're in such a good position right now on 3K gold lead. Spectre under no pressure whatsoever. Finally catching up.
And we'll see that, you know, they will want to try and farm by the looks of it with Thug, as he's going to go for the Echo Saber first. Top, the core's down, and that'll be enough for Noob to just lay down the damage.
They even bring RDO. Okay, he secures the last hit. That's worth it. I was going to say, if he doesn't get the last hit, then that's not worth using that haunt. But the fact that he does get it means he'll have that blade mill finished up so he can jungle at a much faster pace. He can start doing ancients as well.
They're going to try and fight into the breach.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They know the Spectre's up here, and he might have been ditched completely. They might actually be able to get this kill.
Yeah, doesn't look like RDO's aware of this. He's pushing out pretty far on his own.
Oh, yeah.
They get the jump, and there's no escape for this man. He's a little tanky, but nothing that he can do to get away from these 3. To the breach, make a smart move, and one yet RDO wasn't ready for. I guess just sort of
damage they actually took from him.
Yeah,
they all actually took like 50%.
I mean, chip vest, baby, you know. Yeah.
Now he's got blade mail and the chip vest.
Yeah.
Next time they'll actually might kill themselves trying to go for that type of move. This 1+ hero, they'll get some nice cleanup on the side of level up. But a nice hit. They need this type of kill to start enabling thugitoO, as he's got Echo Saber done. Cores are starting to kind of catch up. adzantick as well. How's Malik doing? Okay, he's going for the big item. He has to this game. Let's get that axe.
I have got the Echo Saber on Thug, so a little bit of punching potential online already for the slug.
Now, your admiral is on board.
Mitch is still so far behind. You know, adzantick, we're saying he's catching up, but it still is the fact that he's so squishy walking into this lineup. Into all this magical burst, into this Viper that just makes that magical burst even more effective. And they just continue unable, like they're just stuck on their side of the map, which just doesn't feel like what you want to be doing. Doesn't feel like how you want to be playing with the Slark either. When you have Shadow Shaman, you want to try to get some type of ball rolling, slow down the Spectre a little bit, but in fact, you're now just going to be able to free hit Ancients. And Funnick continues to just sit in the dead lane. You know, we'll give that one to Brian. The dead lane down there. Funnick doesn't care.
All right, smoking up behind him as well. So if they do make a move into the breach there, they're going to be prepared. Level up, smoke up as well from it into the breaches. They are making the move down here.
Funnick and Noob are just so tanky. Braun, he'll get the catch.
Oh, they're just going to commit straight away onto him. See the backup coming from the side. They have got the setup onto Noob. Boat comes crashing down. As Noob, he'll go. They'll take him out. He's still able to get the fight strike off before he falls. Cypher's going to come down onto Tanner. They've been soulbound together here, the two of them, DNZ and Funnick. Funnick still pretty much full HP. thugitoO pops the Shadow Dance to come in onto DNZ. See if they can get Funnick. It's going to be a buyback from DNZ. As now, they'll respect this into the breeze. They start to back off. The horns up. RDO's over, looking towards Malik. Chasing him down, but underneath the tower. They're going to be able to continue diving on. DNZ wants to get in, but he just runs underneath the tower. We'll get the shuriken off. We'll get Fishman, but dies for his efforts there, diving under the tower to get the kill.
That was dieback too. Funnick still continue to be that big tanky beast, but Noob gets caught on the front line again. However, they can't turn it into anything, Owen. You know, they're getting this huge fight. They brought the 5, the action kicks off, they do get some nice trades.
Yeah.
But let's look at this tower. It's taken 0 damage. They just keep bringing the
Actually,
battle
10
down.
damage. 10
Sorry,
damage.
10 damage.
Come on.
Apologies.
Yeah.
That's 0. As Funnick just continues to be that
Ooh,
beast.
bounty.
I love that his build so far. That hood, the Yules, we see it even protecting himself versus the X, and now he's got a full mech on top too. So he's still going to be this big problem for them to break through.
Yeah, and now he might have just enough sort of burst to give Noob that fighting chance for the heals.
Yeah. Or he can play just even more far forward, because this one he kind of stepped away as soon as they saw the smoke coming. Noob just lingered a little bit too long, and you know, he's a Viper, so he's very immobile.
Sure. So you want to see Funnick sort of force them to do more about him rather than get the chance to just freely go on Noob at the start.
Yeah. Top. They actually get the kill onto LeBron. They got the silence.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. He's running. Oh, they got him. Oh, they haven't quite. Thug's looking. And he's Thug will find him.
Thanks for the agi. Says thugitoO.
And meanwhile, with that sort of focus up top, Funnick just start working on the pipe for the team. And of course, going to do a lot. And adzantick's going to have the BKB for the next fight, so we'll pretty much be guaranteed to get his spells off, get that rum out, so he can sort of give the survivability to, especially to heroes like this, the Slark and the ET that just want to be running in and punching people for as long as they can.
Not bad of a catch-up for him at the very least. It's still going to be tough because of just...
Radiant's
I'm just
top
looking at how
tower is
tanky
under
these heroes
attack.
are getting. You know, Noob, he's going straight for BKB after that lance, as we kind of figured he would. They've caught him all these times before, but as soon as these BKBs come out, it's going to be just infinitely more difficult. The ET aura is just gone at that point, which I feel like is one of the big reasons they're even able to get a lot of these kills. Let's see, as DNZ, he breaks the smoke.
Very nicely done. They won't even get a chance to find him and turn on it.
Funnick backs out carefully too because of that. Maybe they give up the bottom tower. I say that, although Level Up's been very persistent about not letting these towers get hit in both of the games so far. So still a chance they do battle around there. But they're very close to BKB, so maybe they are just gonna wait. RDO, he has Haunt, but yeah, getting close to some big items on them.
Yeah, with the wards dropped, they'll probably let this go.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Especially with them showing as many as they do down there.
Ooh, Nether Shawl. All right. Very nice pickup for the side of Level Up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see, Tanner actually
Radiant's
TP's
bottom
mid
tower
to
is
set up for
falling.
top. It looks like he wants to try to catch the puck, wants to save the TP, the fast TP availability on that top tower.
Dire's top
Nice
tower is
jump
under
here from
attack.
thugitoO. LeBron though still, yeah, he's actually going to get away. Just dropping the coils enough to stop Thug from being able to commit further.
Checking to see if there's any vision around there too. He's gonna see a couple here, but he actually just walks in anyway.
Let the world
Yeah, I
end
guess
now.
yeah, the orb.
I thought he got a close.
Maybe the orb didn't give him vision.
Okay,
that
maybe not.
maybe
It looked
not
like
that
it. I
far
checked the
over.
tab. Yeah. All right. Well, he gets caught. Nice little kill. How's Tanner doing? Okay, almost Blink Dagger. So he's going for this greed pickup to try to get some type of catch. He's gonna be squishy though because of it. Just jumping into the midst of these heroes does seem like it could be a little tough. And you're playing into Spectre, going Blink Dagger.
How's RDO doing? Still 800 off the Manta. Let's see if they can get Thug involved now with this
Okay, big
BKB.
timing. Yeah, 2 BKBs on the side of Into the Breach right now. Very strong bird versus both that Viper, Necro, and Puck.
Yeah, well, it's gonna allow Thug to do whatever he wants.
Yep.
When it's up.
Actually try to poke buildings now with that.
The stomp set up. It's just a bit of a tricky hero to commit on under the tower.
Very deep too. You know the puck
Yeah.
is waiting in the wings, and the coil has just come back up. Malik has Ags though. He's feeling that big power spike right now for this Elder Titan.
They're still sort of toying with Funnick, but not quite committing fully. This attention round mid is giving this constant space for RDO to push out top.
And DNZ's just getting tracks out. Like, he sees the support right now. He sees Fishman. Fishman stepping up a little far. We'll be okay.
They really want to go for Funnick.
Gets the Yules off.
Thug's going to put the BKB to try and commit here. Funnick still full HP. The boat does come crashing down over him, but he's actually able to dodge it. Just moves in. Tanner's going to try and hold back the Spectre, but Tanner's just slowly dying here. He'll put the Essence Ring, try to run. adzantick has to put the BKB and get out of there. I mean, that really was ended up being quite forced there by Into the Breach.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's going down. One hit from RDO. Does they get the track as well? Oh, they do. The Dream.
I mean, that was so forced there.
It was so fun. It's the same thing as last game too, where it's they see the Enchantress, they see Funnick, and they're like, we gotta get him. But Funnick literally took 0 damage. He got the Yules off, he dodged Splitter, dodged like half of the spells from connecting on him. And he still has Fight Mech as he's chasing forward.
I mean, yeah,
that was...
It's as you said, you know, the BKB was popped by Thug, and then the Yules came out, and then the Ghost Shroud came out, and then that added together, that's a fair bit of the BKB that you're not hitting anything. You're not hitting this Necrophos at all.
And they had perfect vision. You know, DNZ, they even have this ward on this side too. DNZ got 3 tracks up before the fight starts. They know exactly where Malik's positioned. They know exactly where Grimstroke's positioned. Like, that was the dream. And then Spectre haunts. You see where they all are too. Like, he just instantly kills the Grimstroke, gets onto the Shadow Shaman. Yeah, unforced. Forced error. And they just continue parking Funnick in the front, and they're ready to fight again. Hog's on cooldown, but they're still strong.
I mean, Into the Breach is trying to take the Roche. They're going to get the jump outside the pit over towards Funnick. This time they're able to burst him. Nicely done there between the silence and the shackle. They lock him down. He can't get a single thing off. Brilliant way to start the fight. They'll turn it into an extra kill onto DNZ as well.
Now Roche, they might actually be able to set this one up and kill it.
We'll see if LeBron can go for a steal. He's going to have to time it. Oh, can he do it? LeBron. He's going, and he's going to get the kill. He did get the last hit on the Roche, but he won't get the Aegis. Thug will be able to take that. But definitely something for his efforts there.
Yeah, I think he got what, like 2, he got like almost a full level. That's really good. He's almost got an Aghanims too on a 5 position puck. Not too bad as their mid tower continues to stay alive, and they're gonna set up for it again, bringing Funnick.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
See Funnick. Gonna get X. They're gonna buy back. They're scared that Funnick's gonna get blown up straight away. The second time round, he's getting low. He's ever get anything off? He's ever get the bank and the Yules off as he will live up in the air. thugitoO puts the BKB in the Shadow Dance. He's got to run though. adzantick's also got to look to try and get out with the BKB and the TP, but he can't. Dream calls up. TP's put to a stop as they take down the 3 of them, and it will be a 4th as well. Running over towards Fishman. Scythe comes down from Funnick as Fishman's out of the game for a minute. They may have lost the tower, but level up, they hold. They've just got the strong team. Yeah, Funnick got so low. They nearly managed to pull it off again. Not quite though.
Every little thing saving him, right? Like LeBron was dead, so they know that they can get that long duration shackle onto him from Tanner.
Yeah.
LeBron was dead, and there wasn't a positioning for that Shuriken to come in, so they get a good disable, but he's just too tanky. Like every little thing coming into play, the Pupil's Gift, all these separate little buff instances just kept him. Just
Thug.
Oh, so close.
And again, it's TP cancelled by a Shuriken, and not just. I will see it again. I mean, and this is the thing. This is what's going to happen every single time. If they don't kill Funnick through that initial chain disable, they're not killing him at all in the fight.
No.
Like you have to burst him completely, otherwise the fight's over.
100 HP he drops to. Yeah, every little thing saving him there. Every single stat point. And then they chase through, and look how many track kills. What, it's at least 3 track kills as well, kicking off there afterwards.
Yeah, they're probably up to an 8k lead now, level up.
Noob.
And back in the action, Noob. Looking pretty dead here, actually. All right.
Okay.
I mean, dead for 50 seconds. There's a little bit of time for Into the Breach to play with here.
The limited ways to actually break these max shackles from Tanner are starting to get them some nice kills. You know, it's only really the puck, the Shuriken, and I guess if you want to throw a Reaper Sight to stop it, it's quite limited on this side of level up.
Tower is under attack.
But they do have an Ags now on that 5 puck. So even though there is this Slark with an Aegis, they're still in a perfectly comfortable spot. Their 3 cores looking good. Malik We said he got that Aghanims at a pretty good time. His farm has completely stopped. He's just looking to fight, so he's starting to fall off because they're not winning the fights, so he's not getting any big gold out of it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The thing about Elder
Radiant
Titan is always
structures
just
are
that
fortified.
how much you can change inside of a team fight. Like, if you just get the good positioning of like a splitter, or you're just in the right spot with a lot of damage, like, it can change everything. They still have a chance to
Radiant's top tower
be able to
has
kill
fallen.
these heroes in one shot when they are disabled. We've seen a couple times now. Just the 1 sec. Funnick, he's got Greaves now, so even tankier. Also has ways to be able to guard himself when he does get lower. As we do know how it kicks off, you know, you start getting that bonus regen, bonus armor, and everything too. Might make the difference versus that ET aura.
Dire's turret has been killed.
DNZ he's able to find
Radiant's
Fishman's
middle
curry
tower
there.
is under
Did have his
attack.
glimmer recipe on, so a bit of sad times there for Fishman.
Radiant
Fishman
are
really want
scanning.
Glimmer and Shard would be so nice. Then Slark has multiple ways to dispel stuff. You can actually guard him pretty
Oh,
nice.
they're gonna get another
Bottom tower is
courier
under
here by the
attack.
looks of it. Oh no, they're aware. Tanner, make sure not to pass it down the
Radiant's
lane.
middle
Fine Tanner,
tower
though.
is under attack.
Oh,
Radiant's
You saw him
middle
for a
tower
second.
has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
you know, Walking, he's got 50 seconds left on Aegis, and he's got a DD.
Dire's bottom tower.
So they can help out Noob. They can. They're going to be able to drop the Dream Card down. Tanner looking very, very dead here. Dog's got to run, but he's not got a TP. He can't shut it on his TP, so he has to fight. As you said, at least has the Aegis. In fact, might be having the chance to turn things around and with the rest of Into the Breach coming over. The boat comes crashing down onto the two of them. Catches DNZ and Funnick. DNZ still alive, able to get a few more tracks off. Malik's running straight towards him, but there's no detection on the front lines. As DNZ, he'll be able to stay in the shadows, continue to keep his distance. Funnick now turning back towards them. They've got the side coming down. It's enough with the help of Noob as they get the kill. Now they turn over towards thugitoO. Thug's going to go down the ones. And Fishman, he's having a run. Have they got anything to save this slug the second time round? There's no BKB, no Shadow Dance available for 10 seconds. The silence comes out. Thug will fall. Fishman will also be found with a sentry behind the tower. There's 4 dead on Into the Breach, and that was, you know, including efforts there from both supports coming in with the buybacks. Tanner and Fishman trying to save the fight. They did not do so, and that added up with the track kills. You can see there a 6k gold swing on top of everything else that's happened already this game because of that.
Great way that they take the fight too. I watched Noob in majority of that one, him and RDO. So LeBron gets the breakup of that initiation where it looks a little scary for Noob. RDO haunts, but doesn't jump fully in, buys his Aghanims, Shadow steps into the fight toward the end of it, while Noob is kind of dancing around the sidelines, playing around.
Oh, they're just coming in.
And now they can just die.
Oh, Malik tried to show himself, but immediate jumps there from level up. It's 20 to 14, 17k lead. Still tier 2s up in the other 2 lanes, so level up will have to come back later for the rest of the base, but they'll definitely be coming back.
They've looked so good in the fights. Like, I'm loving the way that they actually, the spell casting inside the midst of it all, the way that they're dancing around everything, because it didn't look like a bad jump for Into the Breach with an Aegis, with a DD Slark getting on the Viper, but yeah, just some phenomenal stuff coming up from level up. Funnick just continuing to be this big beast. And LeBron somehow has a 5 puck having some crazy impact.
Yeah, this time around a support that you didn't mind seeing the Ags rush on.
No. And look at RDO. See, this is that play I'm talking about. He haunts, jumps in, he's a little bit low on mana, picks up his Ags, and then he's going to jump back into the fight toward the end of it. And they're just dancing. Like, they're actually just dancing inside the fight with the rest of the heroes waiting for him to jump in for an opportunity.
And perfect time, pickup timing from RDO. And as you can see, we've just been seeing, you know, some of these Spectres, yeah, Ags pretty much every game.
Yep.
You know, for some of the Spectre players.
Hey, it's got that free dagger, right?
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And meanwhile, back in the action, we had some more action. The supports died again. So 2 more kills there for RDO to get involved in. They probably, I think it feels like pretty much every kill this game has been DNZ getting so much money into the bank here for his team.
thugitoO?
I mean, the BKB and Shadow Dance, he's going to have to use this to run. He can't fight. It's coming to an end shortly. As he's got to get out of there. He's on the retreat. A Torrent Storm does come out. Noob's able to put the BKB. Will take down Tanner with the help of Funnick. And Noopy's still able to stay fully HP. It is over this one. It really is. As GG is called. Level up. We'll take another game here against Into the Breach. And with that, the series is theirs 2-0. And I mean, this was just one of those series where level up, you know, one of the teams did look quite a bit better than the other. A bit of a step ahead, a level ahead, I guess. But, you know, it just, the